everybody. This is Tanner with Everyday Thread, and this is a 43rd episode of the Threadcast. And I'm joined with some guests who are not new though to the show. I think this is the first time you're going to be seeing us all on video though. I'm joined today with Julian.
Hello, I'm Julian.
Julian.
Yep.
Some pretty cool artwork in the background.
Yes, sir.
And also Gopher here with the pretty awesome bows and hunting gear in the background.
Well, I mean, people don't know, but my full name is actually Pedro Pascal. You may recognize me from certain media, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. How you guys been doing? I guess, Julian, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
It's new with you. If you're a little,
Man.
How's the quarantine been going?
Quarantine is good. It's fine. Just as everyone else is experiencing quarantine. I think it's pretty good. A lot of good alone time happening.
Yeah.
And I think what I do with my time is pretty good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I dig it. I mean, we all have a lot of hobbies between us three, so I think we can keep ourselves entertained. I know I'm kind of the same boat. Too. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh, dang.
So keeping yourself busy with the hobbies, everything else, doing all right though?
Yeah.
Nice. Gopher, how about you?
I would love alone time. I would love it.
You've been all right, Gopher? You don't get any alone time, do you?
No, I don't. Which is fine.
How'd you get this alone time?
Not really. I mean, like, I had to go golfing earlier, so my girl was just like, deuces, I'm gonna go do stuff. And I'm like,
yeah. Works out.
Nice.
Yep.
Getting in the golf swing. It's been pretty warm out here. Again, we're San Diego, but yeah, you're feeling it out there? It wasn't that bad.
It felt like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
It definitely felt like 90 degrees.
It was a good high 90s.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
I think we've all got our ACs on in our homes.
I just went to the beach today and I got a nice little burn.
Oh, it looks a little red.
It does look a little red, right? Because it is.
Slap it. And it would sting like really bad.
Yeah,
can you do this where you press on it and then it leaves a little mark? Oh, there it is.
That's
that was crazy.
That's how you know you got burned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before anyone asks, my camera is partly this, but I think I burned myself too. So.
You're literally red.
Yeah. You look a little red, yeah.
Straight magenta, you know.
I've been all right though, other than just trying to starve off the loneliness and keep myself busy. I think like you guys said, we're doing our hobbies to keep ourselves busy. So I got my drums and all that I've been working on. I got all this art stuff. I haven't done anything with it. It's been sitting there, and by the time I get to it, we're gonna be going back into the world. And then I'm definitely not going to do it.
It's like we're still unsure when we're going to get back. So it's just like, should we get started with this new thing that I kind of want to introduce or restart something?
Yeah. I'm actually at a point where I've been thinking about getting a puppy. And I'm just like, that's kind of a thing. Is I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm at that point where I could get away with it. Because it would suck if I have to go back to work in a few months and then that dog would hate me because it would be alone and all that. But it's also a good time if I was going to get one to maybe get one because I am home all the time, working from home too. So
I think to get it all situated.
Yeah, definitely that would be the time to be around, and I would be around. So I don't know, I'm a little conflicted. It's also a little lonely, so it might be nice to have a little buddy, just around hanging out. But other than that, I've moved into a new place. I don't know if anybody could tell the difference between the last video version we did, but I'm in a place on my own. So that's about new for me though. But we got a bunch of Mario stuff announced. We'll go ahead and get into our meat of what we're talking about here in this episode. So a lot of announcements from Nintendo. It was Super Mario, I guess the first appearance of Super Mario. I don't know if it's the Brothers game or something, but 35-year anniversary since that lovable guy came around. And so
Mario first showed up in Donkey Kong, right?
I guess
first showed up in Donkey Kong.
Arcade. I guess the arcade of Donkey Kong game. Yeah.
Okay.
As the titular Jumpman.
Yeah.
And he was rescuing Paulina, who
his first babe.
First babe.
Before he upgraded, right?
I had no clue that it was Paul.
Peach. Yeah, it wasn't Peach. It was a girl named Paulina.
Damn, what happened to her? Why isn't she in Smash?
He gave her the cold shoulder and never even mentioned her. She was buried, forgotten about.
I'm pretty sure there's a skin in one of the newest Smashes that you can have that kind of Paulina look, like.
Yeah, I'm sure there's got to be, right?
Peach, Daisy,
Okay.
Paulina, you're telling me they're the same person, really? Come on.
Yeah. So, and also, by the way, folks, if you see me, I'm getting some really bad allergy stuff going on right now. So if you see me wiping my nose, I'm human. So whatever, just it might happen.
I'm human too, by the way.
Yeah, I might wipe my nose. Sorry about it. Okay, jeez, get off my case. So yeah, Nintendo though gave us a whole bunch of stuff regarding their 35th. Well, in celebration of the 35th anniversary, they announced a bunch of things that are coming out. Most of them pretty cool. And there I go with my nose. Super Mario 3D All Stars, they're calling it. It's going to be a collection of Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. So a game from 64, a game from GameCube, and then Wii. And Galaxy was really good. I really enjoyed that one.
Of the three, the one that I'm excited most for is Galaxy. I gotta say, as someone who's played a ton of Mario 64, not like my top 5 favorite Mario game at all.
Like Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I love it, but not nearly as much as I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah, and that game's rough. If you go back and play it, for as much love as I have and nostalgia, it doesn't really hold up as far as controls. Like it's okay, but at certain points it gets pretty rough because it's aged definitely. You can tell. And Sunshine was cool.
Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, Sunshine was also cool. I beat and played that back on GameCube when it came out originally, but I feel Galaxy a lot of people missed, but that one was really good. I didn't play the second one, but the first one was cool. So it's interesting that it's going to be in the collection.
Nice.
I'm sorry, you guys just said you didn't play it before, Galaxy? Or you did?
Oh yeah,
you did.
I've never played Sunshine or Galaxy.
Okay.
I think just because I was busy with other games. But I am wondering about the release that they're going to have for all those 3 games. Are they going to be just a port for it, or is like a remaster kind of?
Oh, I mean, I think
treatment?
they're probably getting like the HD upgrade. I know they're redoing the controls to match with the Switch.
Yeah.
I don't know about the graphics. It's probably just kind of an up-resed port of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Galaxy looked pretty good already.
What it looked like for 64, it doesn't seem like they're really going to do much to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
the
really
only upgrades I've seen for that game
are
just mods that people have been doing that do textures and character models. It's the only updates I've seen for that game. So it's not official.
It already got an updo when it was on the DS, just like
oh yeah, that's right.
Time and Majora's Mask looked nicer on the DS than
back
in the day. So
those were actually more of like a remake, I think. I know Majora's Mask redid a lot of textures and added new little pieces of grass and little sprites that were in there. It made it look really good. And then they redid the controls obviously for 3DS, the map and everything. That was it's probably just going to be the port. I think at this point it's just like throw it in there, I don't know. People always still love that game, so it makes sense they would include it in this little package.
It'll be good. I'll be happy for all the parents out there going to their children and being like, "Kids, I want you to gather and play this game with me. Back in the day, this is what we called Mario.
Back in I had to walk 20 miles to get this game.
You see this?"
Those games are still fun though. I'm definitely gonna get it. When you mentioned the release though, that reminded me, it does have a weird kind of release schedule. I didn't write it down, but so it's coming out September 18th. So I mean, just a few weeks out from now, if that's right. And then besides that, I guess it's gonna be limited. They're only gonna have it available until March of next year. So for some reason, it seems like they're making it like a rare game already. Like it's a limited run, and I think you can only get it physical. So it's like a physical, like 6 months release.
You can't do a digital download?
That's what I had heard. Because they only showed the trailer, and that was it. So it's some speculation. They gave a release date, and they confirmed the limited time frame to get it. but I don't know if it's digital. Yeah, I don't know if it's digital or physical. My sister kind of looked into it, was like, oh, it sounds like it's physical. So that kind of sucks, but that'll be worth getting, for $60. I think Galaxy and the others rounding it out make it worth it for sure. So they're also making a Game and Watch little handheld system. I don't know if you guys had ever seen like the system back in the day. It was just called Game and Watch, and it was monochromatic, and it had two little buttons and a D-pad, and some of them had two screens. I don't know if you remember that. They'd be like fold, but I think mainly it was just one little, really kind of small, like blocky handheld.
I think if you played Super Smash Brothers and you went into the Game and Watch stage, I think that's like a full illustration of what the game is. It's like,
so imagine
it's
that.
like Tamagotchi technology, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So in a surprise announcement, along with all this other stuff, Nintendo announced that they're releasing that. Like it looks like the same. It's the shell and everything looks like the old hardware, but I guess it's going to be packed with Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers 2 and Super Mario Brothers 2: The Lost Levels, and also some game called Ball. It's just called Ball. So that's kind of cool, like a neat little Game & Watch throwback, but that actually has like Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2 on it. Like that's kind of nifty. I don't know if I'd buy it, but it could be cool. Definitely,
it's like a nice piece. Like,
yeah, be a collector's item for sure.
Sure.
This very much caters to our generation of
Yeah.
people who've been gaming. Hey guys, you remember this Game and Watch? It's the anniversary. And then kids nowadays have no idea.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I think it was one of their first. I think it was their first system, right before getting into NES and everything. It was like they had the
For
Game & Watch.
Famicom and all that.
Yeah, it was like that was what they kind of they're being thrown into the video game realm. That's what they did. So that should be cool. Put down that it's coming out November 13th.
Mm-hmm.
So far, both of these things not too far away. 3D All Stars, and then Game & Watch both
Before
this year.
Before that, though, we also got Super Mario Brothers 35, the actual like online battle royale platformer that.
What?
Well,
Wait,
let me
are
tell you what's
saying
next on my
this is-
list here, Gopher. We got a little game called
yeah.
I got a lot to say.
what was
about
it? Yeah,
that
Super
style of
Mario
game.
35. Super Mario Bros. 35, which is an online-only game. I guess in the vein of imagine like Tetris or something almost like
Oh,
99.
I thought
you're
you were
familiar
about to say
that.
like it's a Nintendo or the Mario World's version of Fall Guys
Or Fortnite.
or Fortnite.
No, it looks like it's just little tiny like I don't know. I didn't see video of it, but it looks like it's a bunch of little tiny levels, and you have to clear them as fast as you can, like rooms in like Mario platforming style. But it's like online, so I guess you would compete against other people to clear these
no,
rooms.
that's just like Fall Guys.
Yeah, I don't know if it's based off of like who finishes first or a score or something, but that's kind of cool. And I guess it's supposed to be free too, like a free to play game. I think I heard that it was free to play, unless I'm making that up. And that's going to be March 31st. So,
That's a
little while
little
out.
whiles from now.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Nintendo classically is always a little bit behind on like catching up with whatever trend or whatever. Battle Royales, this announcement does not make me that excited. I don't really like the concept of Battle Royales.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
maybe in a Mario world it'll be better. I don't know.
well, it's not a battle royale though.
It kind of is. It's going to put a ton of people on a play field, and you got to survive and collect coins and stuff.
Oh, is it? Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like that, or if it was like one person's going at it, and the other. And
Is there gameplay on it, or are it just screenshots for now?
I don't know. I didn't. A lot of this stuff I just saw from like an article, kind of highlighting all the news, so I didn't actually see the conference. I'm sure they must have. Yeah, they probably must have showed video of it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it, Gopher? And it was like that?
No, just the
speculating
description of it. Yeah, is that's what they want to do, and well, I guess we'll see next month. If
they're releasing more stuff on it, right?
Well, the Super Mario Bros. 35 is next year.
Yeah, but like as far as like more information.
Oh yeah, a lot of this stuff to me felt like it was just early kind of teases for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I guess because of the celebration, they wanted to have a lot of like stuff to get you excited about, but not a lot of details. But I was surprised to hear that all this stuff is in the works. Like I had no idea. So it's kind of an overload, but it's some cool stuff.
Right.
But yeah, Super Mario Bros. 35.
Well, there
could be
there
cool.
there is online on YouTube. There is a Super Mario Bros. 35 announcement, which to me, I'm watching it right now, and it looks like everyone is like playing
Okay.
Super Mario Brothers at the same time, but depending on like how many coins you get, what you hit within your own screen of the game, it'll affect all the other players playing their game,
Okay.
and it looks pretty gnarly. If you could
It's a
put
cool
in some
idea.
clips of the
I
yeah,
could be down for it.
it's pretty cool. Honestly, I will have to mention this game again, but Fall Guys, have you guys played that yet?
I did.
Heard of
Yeah.
it. I haven't played it.
I think
It looks cute as hell though.
It's cute as hell. It's like Mario Party, but it's like playing MXC. Have you ever watched that show MXC?
Yeah.
It feels like
With
you're
the
one of
dubs-
the
the dubbed
it feels like
announcers?
you're one of the people just tumbling and clumsily going through the obstacle course, and it's fun, and it's great that
Yeah.
it's online because I feel like that's the style of gaming right now. You're going to be playing with like 60 other people in the all over the country or the world.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think they gave out that Fall Guys as a PS Plus game.
Yeah.
So that's where I got it from. But it seemed
Yeah.
cool. People were really hardcore about that though. But
I haven't been
so
on PS
interesting. What I guess Nintendo's kind of seeing what's going on now and they're trying to cash in on it too. So it makes sense.
Yeah, smart.
They had also announced a Super Mario 3D World plus internet browser, uh, Bowser's Fury.
Okay.
So it's going to be coming out February 12th next year, and it's going to be Super Mario 3D World, which was on the Wii U, and I think they're just porting it over and then adding something called Bowser's Fury, and they haven't detailed that. They've just teased it and said it's there, and they're going to give more details about it in the future. But I didn't play that game. I was always one on Wii U that I wanted, and I missed out on, and so it could be. It's definitely a good game for the Switch. Break apart the controllers and have your. It's a 4-player game, and I heard it was really good. I remember playing it a little bit. It was very fun. So
yeah, it's an excellent game. I played it. It's wonderful. But are the extra levels really worth it being resold for $60 though? Like that seems kind of.
I don't know. That's the thing is at this point they've ported a lot of the best games on Switch. I'm sorry, on Wii U over to Switch. So it makes sense that this is finally coming over because they had already done like Mario Kart and they had already done like the new Super Mario Brothers that were on Wii, and then
either that or Bowser's Fury is just going to be something like a lot of content.
It could be
in
just a bunch
addition
of
to
levels,
the
who
other
knows?
game. What do you guys speculate it might be?
It could be just like maybe it's just like a new
Just more levels.
world, maybe like the 2 or 3 worlds that are like in Bowser's area. I don't know, because it could also be maybe that you're playing as Bowser and doing something with him, because they did something like that with the DS game, Bowser's Inside Story, where you played as him.
Oh, no way.
So, I don't know, maybe they'll throw a twist and it's like you can play.
He's just on his couch watching TV, and then he sees like in the news Mario's fucking shit up again.
Yeah.
He's like, "Whoa, god damn it!"
It's a job.
Whatever the content is, if it's classic Mario, it's basically just going to be more of the same of what you're already playing. So to me, as a pessimist, I don't think that's going to be like a title that personally I'm going to want to dump immediately. But then again, Nintendo doesn't ever depreciate. So that's probably going to be the price forever.
I think for this one, it'll be the price forever, definitely.
Yeah.
You can still buy Super Mario 3D World on Wii U for full price.
Yeah, that's the
Like pre-owned,
problem with a
it'll
lot
be
of
full
like
price.
Nintendo games online. If you buy them, it's still full price.
Yeah.
They're betting on people's loyalty for sure.
Yeah. See, for me though, the thing is I missed out on that game, so for me, I probably will end up getting it when it comes out. But if I had it on,
a lot of loyalty there, Tanner.
I would.
Your patron is welcome.
It's definitely a game I feel like I could bring over to like my sisters to play with the kids or something, like the niece and nephew, and they have a Switch, so it's like there's our 4 controllers between their 2 and my 2, and then since I haven't played it, I'd be up for like this would be kind of new to me, so.
Yeah,
But I get where you're coming from.
That's what I did is with with my twins. Yeah, we played the hell out of it. Just I mean, the best thing is, especially because they were younger at the time, like 9 years old. So of course, everyone wants to be Catsuit Mario and Catsuit Peach. Like, why wouldn't you? It's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty great game.
Are they Nintendo kids, or are they like turning into something else?
There's definitely a lot of Nintendo loyalty there. Like, but most of all the gaming is my son. Daughter so much. She loves anime. She loves cosplay and makeup, and all those things. But video gaming, her favorite thing is GTA 5.
Nice.
Yeah, of all that.
Online?
GTA 5. Oh yeah, she loves
Whoa.
it. She loves it. But I mean, like him, like he's got a Switch. He's got Smash Brother. He's got Persona 5. Like he loves Nintendo right now. You know, and why not, man? Nintendo is still making a lot of great products. I'm bad. Just sometimes like these decisions, like taking a last gen game and reselling it for a full $60 again, kind of seem like you're just milking it. But whatever, man.
It's a common thing. Square Enix is doing it a lot.
Yeah.
And I will give them my money.
Oh yeah, they're gonna milk a couple $100 out of me to finish Final Fantasy VII.
Coming. I want to see all of them again.
Yeah, you just got us out of Midgar. Like, give me the rest of the game. Let me get that game, please.
Have they talked about when more of that's coming out?
They talked about leaks. We're talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Right.
I have yet to finish the remake, but
yeah, I didn't get that, but I heard it was really good. You know,
it really is, man. Like, if you can look past that, you're not getting the full game from before. It's a work of art. It's beautiful, and I feel like they really put a lot of positive effort into it.
Yeah, with Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's like, it's a completely new game as far as what it feels like. And the reason I haven't finished it is because you get to a certain part, like the slums at night, like when you first get there after the train, and then you're just looking around and you're listening to all these NPCs talking, their conversations, and then you look up at like the under Midgard disc and stuff, and you see all the lights. You're just like, dude, this game is huge. It requires my full attention. I can't deal with you right now.
Yeah,
because it's so good.
And that would be stuff that
I haven't played it since. I got to the slums and I haven't played it since.
Yeah, and they're remaking scenes that you've never seen before. Like, you couldn't look up in some of the and see the ceiling. There was no models.
Yeah, it was only your imagination.
They're having to totally flesh out all this stuff from the PlayStation.
Yeah. If you ever get a chance, the game's always really cheap. Like, if you want to play the classic, but in reality, they really fleshed out a lot of whatever we were imagining at the time with beautiful sceneries and backdrops, man.
Is that game full price?
Probably so.
And is it going to be full price for each like episode that comes out?
Probably. If it's going to be big or as big, bigger or as big, it's probably still going to be full price.
Gotcha.
Or I don't know. It might be like an add-on. Who knows? But it's still after that thing that Square Enix is doing of just like remastering their old games and just reselling them for like a good price.
Yeah.
People are still going to buy it because they want that sort of novelty.
I think FF7 was on a PS4 sale recently, so I think it might be a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
So, the regular game?
Yeah.
Definitely have to check it out. So Nintendo did have a couple other announcements before they wrapped up their Nintendo Direct. I don't even know if it was a Nintendo Direct officially, but anyway, their video version. They also announced, which I was surprised at this, a new Mario Kart game. But I guess not what you would think.
Really?
I don't know if you'd seen this, Julian, or go for it. It's just called Mario Kart Live. And it's called Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, coming out this October 16th. So pretty close. And if you watch, so the video, it's a real car.
I'm watching it now.
Like, it's a real, I don't know. In the video, it looked like it was maybe like this size, Live. Car. And it's like a little RC car.
Oh.
That you literally put in your house. And then it has like plastic like archways for checkpoints, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and your car has a little camera, a webcam on top of it. So it's like you through the Switch are controlling your real car, racing around your house. And the idea,
Oh my god!
it actually. Okay, so folks, I'm gonna put the video.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. Look at it. Look at it. What's
So I'll try to have some video up along with this video version we're doing. But so you can imagine, if you will, you have the ability to build your own courses, which I think is the whole point. They're really trying to push like, hey, you can have it go around your coffee table, and then you can have it go underneath your kitchen table legs,
You know what,
and you put the little checkpoints on there, and the game, I guess, as you're going through knows. And there's like items. There'll be like fake like AR, like what's it called, augmented reality or whatever. There'll be little mystery boxes for items that you see through your Switch. I don't know.
It's insane. I'm imagining what this could do for people, because my initial thought is like, well, it's kind of shitty if you have a small place
or carpet. I mean, how's
Yeah.
or like it's discriminatory to people who have smaller places. But
yeah, I don't want people to see how much shit I have.
I know, right?
So much garbage in here.
You gotta
right. That's a good point too. I wonder if there's like online, because how would online work? Like, because they don't have their car racing with you in your room. It's probably maybe it's just local. It's got to be just a local game, I'd imagine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you can only play with people in your household or something, I imagine.
If the game picks up, it'll encourage people to buy more, like buy houses rather than rent.
Yeah,
I did it for Mario Kart Live. I just want to buy a house just to get a better Mario Kart track. That's really it.
Yeah,
right.
That was a surprise, though.
I mean, I bought a better phone just so I could play Pokemon Go, but
there you go.
Don't listen to me.
No, I did the same reason for my phone so I could play Final Fantasy apps.
Nice.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
nice.
But yeah, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Who would have thought? It's coming to.
Dude, that's pretty innovative. That's pretty gnarly.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
So after you jump $100 on that, then you can go ahead and enjoy a nice free old pack of Super Mario All-Stars Classic coming online, right?
Yeah, so they also have All-Stars going to people who have, so it's going to be, if people don't know, when you have Switch Online, you get access to like NES games and Super Nintendo games. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if the games like rotate in and out of there, but anyway, they're bringing the classic Super Mario All-Stars that was on Super Nintendo to have you play through the Switch if you have online. So that's pretty cool because those games were classic, and that All-Stars collection is, I think, a good collection of 1, 2, 3 world and like lost levels or something. So it's all the classic Marios, all the good ones, the OGs. And it's also kind of cool too because I think on it, Super Mario Brothers 2 and 3 were like remade back in the day. Imagine like on Super Nintendo, it was like, because all the textures and stuff were redone, which is cool. So you can play like Mario 2 or 3 with like the Super Nintendo equivalent of like a remake. Yeah, which was cool. But yeah, so that's coming to
consoles, or what other ways were these games available?
I think it was just a cartridge on Super Nintendo. I mean, you could, I don't know, maybe you could have downloaded it through like the eShop on 3DS or
still just
maybe not 3DS, probably like
just like a regular port.
Maybe. You could probably get it on Wii U, but that would have been a port. Yeah, these are all ports. These are all ports of All-Stars.
I'm hoping there's something additional. Like if they're gonna do that with all these games, I think they're just declaring the Switch the definitive like console to have for the next like 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then you think about it, are they gonna do the same way with the next console, or they're just gonna have a Switch Plus? I
was about to say I'd heard rumors that there might be a Switch Pro or something like that. I'm definitely not gonna go rebuy another one. The thing's already $300,
Yeah, I mean that is its one shortcoming is compared to PS4 and Xbone. It is kind of lacking in the processing power.
That's always one of those things, man. I've said this like every time Nintendo comes out with the system is that they always undershoot themselves in that area. Like even when the Wii U was coming out, they got like Assassin's Creed 3 and then like Mass Effect 3 and then like that was it because it was like your system really can't handle anything else. Like, I'm sorry, Call of Duty is going to all the systems, but like they would lose out on all these third-party titles, which I think helped kill the Wii U because of the
It
lack
did.
of support. You know,
Yeah.
just
I
because
think
again, it
it's
was like innovation over like the machine specs. You know,
right.
Yeah.
and I feel like Nintendo needs to like one day do them both, like announce like the Nintendo whatever, and it's as powerful as like the Series X, but it's got motion controls and like a gamepad, or like do the innovative stuff that they like to do, but you got to make it so your machine can be powerful for the long run too, because or else you're going to lose out on. Everyone loves the first party games and we still buy them, but they do always lose out on. I mean, even Switch right now is not getting some stuff because it can't do it. You know, like it'll
Yeah.
get like, oh cool, they ported over Skyrim or they ported over like Doom
After
20,
Yeah.
years.
2016,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, but that's kind of like that's probably the line, you know, of what they can probably push on that thing. Like they got The Witcher
Mhm.
3, but that was, and I was really impressed of the that they did that because apparently the team that did that conversion did a really good job.
Right.
But
Well,
I don't know. I feel like that. I
I
feel like The Witcher 3
I
nostalgia
like to
might be the max they
think
can do.
of like Nintendo as not a part of that sort of race of who has a better console. I think Nintendo has a good place in its own category, either being a primary console for a casual game or a secondary console for somebody who already has like the PS4 or the Xbox.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, last 4 generations of Nintendo, they've definitely taken some risks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't
I mean, think about the
just
Wii.
get into motion. Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
motion controls just for the shit of it.
The Wii U, that was a risk. I think it was
A
just
bad
That,
one. Yeah.
that
it
bomb.
just felt like the Switch prototype, it's just, and they wanted to sell it. It's just, it wasn't as good.
I do really like my my Wii U.
Yeah,
I have it next to my bed still. You know,
nice.
along with my Switch and my 3DS. Actually, it's weird. Why do I have all three of my Nintendo systems on the corner of my bed? But anyway,
Yeah.
Is Nintendo paying you to do this episode? Oh, blurred. Oh.
I was smacking
wait,
my,
you're getting
my
you got
teeth too.
This is for the YouTube thumbnail.
Look at this case, by the way.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. But no, so yeah,
That is a cool case.
they I really love the idea of the gamepad and everything with the Wii U. Like I've been playing Wind Waker HD.
Right.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
fun having all
Solid.
the map and everything down there. Same reason why I love the 3DS for games like Majora's Mask and stuff. It's like so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty much Nintendo's 35th anniversary
Nice.
show. That's pretty much all the highlights from it. Happy birthday, Mario! You're my boy.
He's 35 years old.
5 years old. Yes.
Still looking great. I think Polygon recently did like a thing about like, well, how old is Mario? Because if he's in his 20s when he started, then he's really more like 55, pushing 60. You know,
Yeah.
character life. You know.
I mean,
and
yeah, he
so
doesn't look 35.
he's never going to retire either, because there's hyperinflation in Mushroom Kingdom, and Mario isn't properly saved for his future. So even if he did keep a little mattress savings, he's going to die poor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Peach are never officially getting married, are they? So.
What
Oh, no, did they?
release are you looking forward to the most in that whole package?
I think 3D
I
All
don't
Star.
know.
3D All-Stars.
Yeah, maybe 3D All Stars because it'd be cool. I can see myself putting on 64 Sunshine or Galaxy just in bed or something, trying to fall asleep, like and be able just to boot up any three of those.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
cool.
I think
Wait
probably
for a
the
minute.
sounds alone will just be soothing.
Other than that, yeah, Super Mario 3D World because I missed out on it, and I think that game looks great still, and it looks like a lot of fun. So that'd be the other one I'm excited for, because I've been wanting to get it for Wii U and I never have. So I guess this is a sign to just bite the bullet, get it on Switch when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's Nintendo. They had a lot of good stuff announced. Some throwback stuff, some new stuff.
Maybe I
Mario's
should ask
Mario's
this question.
still going strong.
Should I get a Switch? I have been really thinking.
Yeah, you should.
I should. Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't get to play my kids' Switch, but
Yeah,
it's great.
it is.
Yeah, it's
Maybe I
fun.
get a Switch Lite.
I mean,
Play it. It's pretty
there's
great.
by now enough, good games. That's kind of why I got one. Maybe I don't know, 7 months back, 8 months back, whatever, pre-owned from a friend because I was like, there's a good library. I
Uh-huh.
could justify a purchase now at this point, getting it.
Yeah. instead of like
When it first
waiting,
came out,
biding
though.
your time for the right game.
Yeah. Well, we got just a few other things that are not related to Nintendo now. I'm not sure if anybody played the beta or the actual game, but the Avengers had just come out. Nice.
Oh,
Okay. It's still in the Disney
talking
realm.
about.
It's all good.
Yeah. Did anybody play that beta or the demo for the new
No,
Avengers?
but I've had friends that have played it, the beta the whole way through.
Yeah.
They like it.
I played it too. I liked
yeah.
it.
Mhm.
It just came out. I don't know the exact date, but
Wasn't it like yesterday or
it's
2
recent.
days
Yeah,
ago?
like within a day or two. Yeah.
Right,
But it's been
right.
getting good
Oh
reviews.
shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good
So
for them.
yeah,
Good for Square
I'm
Enix.
yeah, I'm a fan. So I was actually thinking about probably picking it up maybe to play this weekend. Like I might drop $60 on that. I don't know. I do like
Right.
Marvel and Avengers and that company and all that. I think
Do you guys
Dynamic.
remember like?
Was it
Do you guys
Dynamic
remember
Studios?
like a year or two ago when they first released the character models for the game and they
Oh,
just
everyone
all
hated it.
fucking ass? Yeah.
Yeah, they even up to launch, they were still getting grief on like how it looks, which I think it looks fine. But
Yeah. In reality, I mean, you probably could have just won by just basing him on some of the cinematic universe actors, just for
Yeah.
shit and giggles. But I get it. They're not trying to pay them royalties and whatnot, and now they look pretty good.
yeah, it's also supposed to be its own universe. It's not related to the MCU per se. But
Someone's
uh,
microphone.
Oh, that was my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay.
but I do like that company, Crystal Dynamics. They made Tomb Raider, the newest Tomb Raider 3 games.
Right.
It looks kind of like that with the graphics and the way that everything moves around. You kind of tell they borrowed from that game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might pick it up. Maybe I'll review it or something. So I don't know. It looks fun though. It's also an online game, so it looks fun to go through a co-op. One person, you pick your characters and you go at it.
Let's baller.
Yeah. Also, so I guess speaking of Avengers and Marvel and everything, unfortunately, Chadwick Boseman had passed away a few days ago. So, Wakanda forever. King. So that sucks, man, because that came out of nowhere. I think he was keeping it private too.
It's
so no one knew what was going on.
It's really sad, man, because unlike so many of the other MCU actors and roles and whatnot, his entire, I guess, contribution to that entire universe cannot be understated. Like he truly lifted up like entire people, at least into the realm of like modern popular comic book films, because I mean there just really hadn't been really any Afrocentrism in that universe up until Civil War when they first brought out Black Panther and then finally like a full movie. And I'm sure you saw tons of trolls that were just like, oh, this movie's gonna bomb, it's gonna be terrible. And it's one of the absolute best MCU standalone movies
I think
that's
it
ever
was
made.
the highest grossing as far as money wise goes. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good movie, and it sucks because they were gonna have more, obviously, and so now, I think I heard that they're rooming to write him out of the story and then have his sister in the universe.
I think that'd be a good
Be
move.
the next Black Panther. I guess
let's have Shari do it.
She was supposed to do it anyway, but not until like I guess like his third solo movie.
Yeah.
So,
but hey, I guess that kind of works out. At least they can kind of fast forward to a point that they would have already been comfortable with anyway, and maybe it'll all work out, movie wise. Obviously, nothing works out about Chadwick Boseman's passing, and it does hurt because that guy was $1 million, man. He's amazing.
So that sucks. Rest in peace. But I won't forget those are some good, those 3 movies that he made appearances in were solid. And he seemed like a good guy, so it's an unfortunate loss.
He still has another movie coming out, by the way. I forget what it was called, but it's
so
I think it's already done because they already did post production.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I just don't know what movie that is, so I think that'll be the last sort of.
If we're thinking of the movie, I think it's Tenet, which is actually not a superhero film, but will feature some like
no, I think it's a different movie.
Bendings and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to see that movie though, Tenet.
Yeah. Tenet. Oh yeah.
I forgot what film I saw, like the extended trailer of it, but it was like this big giant like SWAT team scene or whatever, and it was wild, man. It was wild trip. So
yeah, Nolan's a great director, so I'm sure all those scenes are going to be really fun to watch. Yeah. So, where's your little box at? Gopher here in the video version was holding up something, but
well, because I don't understand transitions or where we transition to.
there it is.
Well, help with the transition.
For those watching, he's holding up the child, Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian.
The child.
show. Which brings us to our next topic. So, The Mandalorian season 2 is coming out October 30th, so pretty soon, right around the corner.
Yes.
I watched the whole first series, and I really liked it. Did you
Couldn't get enough of it?
Gopher, did you see it?
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Big Cowboy Bebop vibes for anybody that likes anime. Very like Western sci-fi and minimalist. I didn't need a bunch of explanation on the Star Wars universe, and overall perfect symbiosis of a show.
Yeah, the thing I liked about it is the world explains itself, and the storytelling is what sort of leads everything. I haven't finished the whole thing because I think it's another thing that needs my whole attention. But
no ruining here.
I could never give anything my full attention except Final Fantasy. The writers, Dave Filoni, I have to commend him because he was also a huge part of the Clone Wars animated series that played on Cartoon Network for a good few years, and then the last season on Disney Plus. And I have to give it to him because he directly translated the masterpiece of the Clone Wars animated into The Mandalorian, working with Dave Favreau, or John Favreau, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man, and you haven't even seen the best I guess guest stars or whatever. I'm not gonna ruin it for you.
Okay.
I
know
excellent guest stars.
Werner Herzog is in the movie, not in the show, but I don't know. I left off to where that the female warrior character is introduced.
She's awesome.
Yeah, and then that's it. I didn't finish that episode.
That's pretty early though.
Yeah, it's pretty early too.
Get off of this. Get off of this video. Go watch that show. You know, me and Tanner will keep this.
If I get off the video, I'm probably gonna play Final Fantasy. So I'll stay here as long as I can.
Yeah. So yeah, that's coming out soon. What's also interesting is they did like a making of that show and put it on Disney Plus, which was very cool to watch. I recommend watching that. As a tribute.
The making of how they do the backdrops, because rather than filming on location, which can be expensive, you have everyone's visas going everywhere, they have a full-on adjustable screen in the back where they could
just playing
using like it's just a screen
like
using
real, like looks real life.
So this sort of goes they use video game rendering, where you could have like full control over
like real time
the environment. Real time. So if they want a rock moved 2 feet to the left, they could do that right at the spot, render it for them to screen on for the actors as for a background, and then there you go. They do action, and then they point to the rock that was there. Now it's there.
Right, but it's also cool because the actors actually have something real to look at. I know hearing from them, they're amazed because instead of trying to pretend and imagine all this with a green screen, they're like, this is crazy. It's a whole nother generation of doing this because now we can see our set. We can like literally point to the sun and everyone sees it instead of just looking at a green wall. Or like you were saying, because of they can change the background to match like where the camera would be. So if they want to change cameras.
It goes with like the lighting of the camera.
And the lighting feeding off of these screens too. They were also talking about how that is it makes it like natural lighting, which is
it's like before. If this was all green screened, you'd see green highlights like right here, and then they have to edit that out. But since it's like real light, so
now your bright sun over there is really like creating that light on you. It's too bright. It don't look correctly.
Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Side note, The Witcher also did a Netflix It's like a behind the scenes little series, I think.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
It's really interesting to really see all this new technology and just how people are making film nowadays, man. It's nuts.
It is. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think we really had anything else. We're also kind of coming up on time. I'm not sure. Do you guys want to keep it going? Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up? Kind of just wanted to get all this 3D 35 anniversary stuff out of there, and then
It's big news.
Warren was coming out, so brought that up. But
No. We should all sequester ourselves to our individual corners, wait for new news about something worthwhile, interesting, and then we'll all meet up again.
yeah, that's kind of usually how this show goes. Is when there's enough to talk about, I hit some people up and say, hey, we got 10 things to talk about now, so you want to get on?
Yeah.
Get an episode going.
What are you
Everyone's got
playing?
shit going.
What are you guys playing now? Like, what is the buzz right now for you?
Well, let's take we're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna
Oh
come back,
shoot, we got a minute.
and
Yeah.
we'll divulge our what we're playing now, and then we'll just go off of that.
We'll use a 10-star system, and we'll get really interested about it. Stick around, you'll like it.
All right. So we're back, and Julian was asking what we're playing. What we've been getting down on lately. So I haven't really been playing like a lot of new stuff. For some reason, it got into like a PS2 kick because I realized I have all my old systems like behind me in that corner set up. So I was like, I could literally play PS2. So I put in like Jack 3, and then I put in Katamari Damacy, the very first Katamari, and I just went to the soundtrack menu, and I just let music play, and I was like, oh my god, music is so good in this game.
Katamari is one I really want.
It's like that's all you need with old games nowadays. Just hear the music and the sound effects.
I put on this game called Tenchu on PS2 that I had gone and never played, and I was like, it was really hard.
Can I ask something?
Rough.
How does that game compare with Ghost of Tsushima?
Okay, so what's this weird segue? Because the new game I am playing is Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. The controls in that game were so rough. I beat 2 levels, and I couldn't beat the 3rd level out of apparently like 20 because like the controls were just so rough that like.
Is it just like the Japanese version of like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or?
No, well, I don't know. I don't know.
Tenchu, no.
Oh no! I was talking about Ghost.
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 But Tenchu, I remember fully, and
yeah, like I like the concepts with that game. I was like, okay, cool. I have a grappling hook, and you could grapple and be on the roof, and then there's like all these different ninja gadgets, which I thought was really cool. But man, that game, the controls are like rough for sure, even on a PS2 game. But it was cool. I mean, I don't know the Ghost game. So that's, I guess, the new thing I have been playing is Ghost. So I haven't beaten it, and I've kind of put it down recently because I don't know. With me nowadays, I'll get into a game and then I'll put it down for whatever reason. I don't really finish a lot of games. I definitely start games more than I finish them, and I get like halfway through before I lose interest. I don't know. Sometimes games are too long nowadays. Like even Ghost is really cool, and I'm like halfway through, but I'm like, man, this is a huge map. I'm only halfway through on that map, and a lot of riding around. But besides that, though, the game play is very fun. I mean, the game, I think people are making it sound like it's way more beautiful than it really is. Like, yes, I do think the setting is attractive and graphically, like, it's cool seeing, like, the cherry blossoms and all that. But, I don't know, there's stuff with, like, the animations that I think isn't that great. Like, there's, like, walking up steps. It's like he just floats up the steps. He doesn't actually take steps.
Oh, yeah.
And so there's
they got lazy with the
yeah, there's little things like that where I'm like, how could you have this to where some stuff looks so good and then you totally just overlook something like that, for example, and I don't get it, but it's cool. That's what I've been playing. A lot of old stuff. The arcade there on the weekends I've been getting drunk, and you can see setting personal high scores.
I remember that old thing. I'm a jig.
I got 1800 on Donkey Kong the other day, so go me.
Nice.
The old stuff, and then Ghosts, I guess, is my jam lately.
Nice.
What about you though, Julian? What have you been playing?
Well, as we have adjusted in quarantine, I had to
more Final
Fantasy. Except like, you have your main title Final Fantasies that'll have like concrete story and then end of game. And if you want to play it again, just play it a little differently, But I play Final Fantasy 14, and that's like an MMORPG. PG.
Yeah, that's
to where
ongoing.
you're living your life in, you know, a fucking Final Fantasy world, and you get to do whatever you want, like be a botanist or a cook or a fisherman, or
Yeah, it's your body. Do what you want.
or you could save the world again, you know, like
It needs it a second time.
yeah. So I have been spending my time on that
Nice.
because it's just a nice place to spend my time, and also racing games. So
All right.
on PC, I've played Euro Truck Simulator for a good
Oh, that's right. I remember
some
you reading
hours,
about that. Like,
and
Oh yeah.
yeah. I would always talk about that game, and I have my whole empire of trucks, and I use a racing wheel.
nice.
It's fun. It's just because I'm not going anywhere, and what I used to love about like just going out is actually like going to destinations and just driving and just listening to music. It's very comforting, it's soothing, but I don't get to have that anymore. So that's why I
Nowhere to
turned to
go.
that game. Yeah, Euro Truck Simulator. If you like long rides, play that game.
Put on some
Listen to
jams.
music, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
But sim racing, I also just got into. But with Formula One, I use my controller just because like I don't have an updated racing wheel for the PS4. It's only for the PS3 and PC.
Gotcha.
So I've been slowly getting my racing wheel rig ready.
Nice.
I bought like a whole seat and
Yeah, so
wheel
you're
stand.
going the extra mile.
I'm going all the way because
Yeah.
again, we're unsure about what the hell is going to be going on. So I might as well just get into something new and see how long it sticks. And I hope it sticks because I did spend money on it.
That's funny though, because I after quarantine I got really into racing games too, and I also bought a steering wheel.
Yeah.
Maybe like 2 or 3 months ago. So
Yeah.
I got like Project Cars 2, this game called Gravel, and then also like Dirt. Like I got like Dirt on the 360 and was playing it, you know, and I got like
Dirt's cool, man.
I got it on PS4 and I was using my wheel for it. So yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm right there with you. I got a little racing kick lately. So
cool.
And it's really cool having a wheel, right? Like
it's a different. It's more immersive. It's like it's a different thing, and you know, if you like driving, it's kind of the thing for you.
There's some times where like for me where I'm using the wheel and I'm like I'll get first and I'm like damn that really was tough to pull off with an actual wheel.
Yeah.
Because you're just having to really be on it, you know.
Yeah, you have to take the corners in a certain way.
Yeah, I've had to restart maps so many times to like finally get that first.
I need to get first, god damn it.
Yeah, or even some of them just to finish or like third, you know. It's like I have to restart because you go into a snow patch and you get fucked or something, you know. And the wheel, I don't know about yours, but mine has a little bit of that feedback, so
it does
burn it, you know, and
it does, and it gets tough. I try to do it as realistic as possible.
Yeah,
you should try Euro Truck Simulator if you ever get the chance, man.
But I got a playlist ready to go.
Yeah, it's definitely a playlist game, and you could just like just this is just you at the screen. Just I gotta take the turn. I gotta drop it off. I'm in town. I could pick this up. I'll take it all the way to Germany. Like,
I've got the time, the real time to get there.
Here's the thing. I do kind of wish it was like real scale, but it's out of 1 to 20th scale, I think.
Okay.
So yeah. So what would take like 4 hours takes like 25 minutes.
Okay.
Which 25 minutes is a good drive.
Yeah, definitely. Still, yeah. What's up with you, Gopher? Have you been playing anything recently? Anything new? Anything old?
No racing games. It doesn't tickle my fancy. But a few months back, like especially when pandemic started, I played a game called Bloodstained by Castlevania creator Koji Igarashi.
Yeah.
So that made me recently want to actually play Symphony of the Night, which I'd never gotten to do before.
I haven't played that.
Let me tell you.
I hear it's the best one, though.
It is amazing. It holds up 20-something years later, but it does kind of make me feel like Koji's kind of a one-trick pony because Bloodstained is literally a mirrored one-for-one copy of Symphony of the Night, just with female protagonist and some
character swap.
Yeah, flashy or animations. Of all things, the newer game Bloodstained has terrible voice acting, and the compositions don't feel nearly as illuminating as actually simply a nice composition. Yet, if you listen to its music, some of the tracks are jams, man. Like just like this MIDI guitar or whatever. It's just like, yeah, it's dope.
Nice.
So besides that, I played Arkham Knight recently, which
That's a good one.
I mean, anyone that likes the Arkham games, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham City, those are the three. We don't play Arkham Origins. We don't need it.
No.
We don't acknowledge.
Yeah, we don't have to. I mean, there are some highlights in that game, but not really.
Right.
And then most recently, I just picked up and just literally started for like 15 minutes PS4's Spider-Man.
Oh, that's a great game.
Ooh.
Those first 15 minutes have been amazing.
That's funny because you could actually watch the first 15 minutes on our website. So, folks, if you want to check out the first 15 minutes without commentary, go to the site, and there's I wrote a review for it too back in the day. I think I gave it like a 9 out of 10 or something. I really liked it.
Really nice.
Yeah, I liked it.
It's a lot that they throw at you in the beginning. There's just so many little button things that you can do, and then suddenly like 20 minutes in, I'm just like,
Get a groove.
This is all coming together. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I really like the combat in that game. Yeah,
That's great.
I liked it.
Great game. Other than that, on a side note, I mean, I play a lot of Pokemon Go, but that's more actually been trying to like lose weight recently. So
getting you out to get out.
Yeah, so like just around here, like I'll walk down to like the hospitals that I know you used to live nearby here. Just do like 2-3 miles a day and just try and clock in my steps.
Nice.
Pretty rad.
Something.
Catch something on the way.
Yeah.
Right. Might as well. Nice. I know myself, I haven't really done any exercise or nothing, dude. I've gone a little beer gut. I need to get out. Maybe if I get that puppy, then I will be getting out more. I don't know.
Hey.
Next episode, you might see a little dog up here on the camera. I don't know, something.
Don't get anything too younger than 3 months, because
I want to go for it, man. I want to get 8 weeks old. Let me just.
I want all of its life.
Yeah, I want to see that, man. I never got that with a dog. With my last dog, she was already older. I'm like, Solo, I feel like I want to try it. I kind of like, I don't know, I kind of want to take a dog from an infant like that and see if I can do it. See if I could do the potty training and all that, and like, feel a little.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for
our video, YouTube folks? There's a dog on screen here. Gopher's doggy. Well, do you guys have anything else you wanted to add, or anything before we get going and wrap this up?
Keep washing your hands, sanitize, wear a mask, don't be a care.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice to retail and service people. Please.
Tip, please. Please tip.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Totally love it if you didn't have to wear a mask, but we'll get there eventually.
And for instance, if you're gonna go to the beach, just please don't go with like 20 people mobbing deep under one tent. Just don't do that.
Unless you all live together, then I guess that's your life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Well, I appreciate you guys being on. Julian, Gopher, it was a pleasure. I'm glad we were able to get another episode in the books. It's been a few months since the last one, and if anybody listening has been a consistent listener, you know that we went from once a week to every few weeks to once a month to every few months. But we're not giving up on it yet. So I still try to keep these, keep it going and do a new episode when there's enough to talk about. I feel like it's worthwhile. So
you can hit me up more often.
I think there'll be enough to talk about. We have PS5 coming up, so there'll be
we didn't talk about that, but yeah, we'll get together. We'll do another one when there's another good slew of announcements worth bringing up. Other than that, as far as the site goes, I did write a couple reviews, so if anybody listening is interested, I wrote because I hadn't written in a year since that Spider-Man review. I realized I've been itching to do something. So in one weekend, I wrote 2 reviews. I just knocked it out, and I did a review for Down to Earth with Zac Efron.
Oh yeah,
which I never would have thought, because fucking Zac Efron. Wow, I'm not a teenage girl. Why do I want to watch this dude? But the show was surprisingly good. I liked it, so I gave it like an 8 something out of 10. I liked it. Check it out. I don't spoil anything in the review, but I do elaborate on the episodes and what you can expect to see. So that was cool. And then I wrote a review for this show on Netflix called Hollywood, which I really, really liked. And I think that I gave that a 9 out of 10, and it's
You are very generous.
yeah, it was. Actually,
Well, I haven't watched any of these that you're talking about. I'm just saying those are high scores.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't know. It's one of those things where I did lower the Zac Efron show score later on because I was like, no, I kind of thought about it and I lowered it. It's still a high score though. Yeah, I think 8.5 or 8.75.
I think that's the one I'm kind of because I did watch that for a little bit.
Okay. That is
And
a little
I
bit
would
high.
give it a little, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably should have given it more like an 8 or a high 7.
I'll talk shit about that show. I swear.
I'll put in an anime pick for any
Oh,
out
nice.
there. Netflix's Doro Hedoro.
Okay.
So if you love absolutely bloody, gruesome animes with a nice air of fantasy and humor,
That's it.
pick it up, man.
Nice.
You'll lose count of all
awesome.
the fingers that get sliced off. It's pretty great.
That's so sick.
Nice.
I just watched this anime. It's a little old. It's probably like a couple years old, but it's called Food Wars. Have you seen that? It's
just a bunch of memes.
I think I've heard
yeah.
of
It's
that.
just
videos
it's
now.
like it's a perfect blend of just like classic sort of anime tropes, but also just like lewd comedy
Mhm.
that an adult would love because it doesn't take itself seriously at all. And it's
I've
good
never seen anyone in a professional kitchen with that kind of a bust size and still have that amazing cooking skill. I don't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's why I haven't really watched it. Fully.
Yeah. If you love food and you love thinking about food and you like funny anime stuff.
That's the one. Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
So we got some recommendations for you. Yeah, check out the anime. There's some other stuff on Netflix that just came out that I wanted to write a review on, like Project Power, which is a Netflix exclusive, but I didn't get around to it. I don't know. I might still do a review. I've never wrote a review for a movie, so I want to see how that would work.
Mhm.
But no, definitely check out Hollywood, which was the other review I wrote. Really great show. A limited run series, so you don't have to commit a bunch of time. It's like a 6-episode deal and you're done. But very good. Takes place in the 50s around Hollywood and kind of stuff what was going on. Yeah, so check it out. So one thing I want to bring back on another episode in the future is we used to do back of the box trivia sometimes. I think we did it 3 or 4 times with Rodrigo and Ruben and some people. We haven't done it in a while, and I've been itching to do that again. So if you guys are down, maybe next episode we'll do a little game at the end, and that way viewers, listeners can play along with us and try to guess.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah, that was fun. Good time. Alrighty, well, I guess that's going to conclude our episode here. Thanks again, guys, for being on.
Dude,
And
much pleasure.
Appreciate it, taking the time. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to the listeners and the watchers out there.
Dog.
Make sure to like, share,
This is how you
subscribe.
get views right here.
Yeah.
Damn good looking
Goes
dog.
crazy.
Dogs looking over space. Share this episode with your friends if you listened and you enjoyed it or watched it. And stay tuned. We'll be back for another one shortly. Alrighty. You guys take care.
Oh, Honda guys.
Honda forever.